What's good, everybody? After 3 years of collecting and building my collection, here's my collection toy. Alright everybody, I want to get right on into the video, but I want to say a quick thank you first to everyone who has been tuning in, everyone who has been showing support. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, it means the world. We have a lot of plans for the near future and we want to bring you guys along for the ride, so hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 10K now. I want to show you each little part of my collection. I got tons of binders, tons of cool stuff out for display, so let's just get right on into it. Alright, and here is where my collection begins. So bear with me guys, seems like a lot of stuff. I know it's kind of hectic, but I will go through section by section and try to explain the best that I can of what stuff is, where I got it type thing, and we'll just kind of see how it goes. So again, bear with me here. You'll notice in this video too, I like to collect a little bit of everything from cards and video games and shoes and stuff like that, so you'll definitely notice that. And I like to keep everything kind of themed up. So for example, this case starts with Charizard, and at the bottom here we got some Blastoise Venusaur with Funkos and plushies behind it. So you'll notice some just random things, right? I got so much stuff and it's actually kind of crazy, but it's pretty cool. So a lot of these cards too, I graded myself, most of them at least. Some of them I definitely bought or got in a trade type thing. And the stuffies, right? Some stuff I got as gifts, some stuff I just kind of bought myself, but it's all pretty cool stuff. And again, like, I try to keep it themed up the best I can. So we got Charizard on Charizard with the golden Charizard and the rainbow in front of it. Even the Burger King Pokeball Charizard. Can you believe that they used to give that away in a kid's meal at Burger King? Same with the special delivery Charizard. That's just like a free card technically from Pokemon Center. Up here though, the top shelf is pretty cool too. We got the Pokemon Red Game Boy game complete in box, unfortunately opened. And then we got the base set booster pack. This is unlimited. Cool story about this thing is we actually opened up the base set booster box and ripped a couple packs. This was from that box and we sent it out to grade it ourselves and it came back a 9, so pretty cool on that one. And then behind that we got the Chinese 25th anniversary Charizard box sitting on top of the Charizard UPC from Sword and Shield era. And then this next case is kind of just like a little bit of random mix of everything. Let me just straighten up these real quick. We got some Evolutions on the top shelf. So we got a couple Umbreons, Leafeon, Espeon, and a PSA 10. Graded most of those myself. The Misty's Tears I got in a trade. We got a couple ETBs in the back too. Those have been skyrocketing in price too. It's crazy. So it's always kind of cool to just sit on things. You never know what's gonna happen to it. It's kind of like stocks in a sense if you think about it. We got this Vaporeon figure there too. That came from Japan, actually, from a friend of mine. He brought that back for me. So that was pretty cool because he knows I like Vaporeon. You'll see later in the video too, I got a pretty nice Vaporeon card, and that's kind of why I collect Vaporeon. But yeah, just some more random cards. Misty's Tears, PSA 9, a couple random sealed products. When you go down to this shelf too, it's kind of in the theme of the legendary birds. So we got some first edition birds. This card here, the stained glass promo, this was actually my first ever PSA 10. I got that maybe like 2 years ago. I've really only been collecting for like about 2 years now. That PSA 10 I thought was crazy back in the day, and now you just see my collection now. So it's pretty cool to see kind of where it began and everything, but that's just more of a personal thing. We got a Lost Origin booster box back there too. That's actually gone quite up in value as well. Down below on the next shelf too, we got some more bird themed. So we got the legendary collection set again. These are actually very, very clean. I've been meaning to send those out for grading, but I just don't want to send them away because I like looking at them. And we got the Ho-Oh and the Lugia, and then a couple Articunos. Funny story about Articuno, during COVID times, I actually tattooed an Articuno on myself, and that's kind of why I collect Articuno. And then we got another Articuno on that booster pack right there at the bottom, and then a random Fates Collide pack with Lugia with the Rayquaza figure and a couple stuffies. So I mean, like, you'll see, right? There's just like a little bit of random everything. This cabinet here too is more just randomness, right? Like we got Pikachus and Pikachu stuffies. A lot of these are Japanese exclusives. I got a built Lego birthday Pikachu. This Pikachu too, actually, Jace pulled himself. We graded it. It came back a 10. This birthday Pikachu is the original. And then we got that in the trade and it came back a 7. Just lots of Pikachus. Everybody likes Pikachu. This one I just got recently actually too from the most recent trade show we went to. The Poncho Pikachu. That's my first ever Poncho. I usually sell them when we get in stores too. Like a lot of the stuff that I have is, I don't want to say like crazy high end, but it's pretty like medium, I guess, type stuff. A lot of the super high end stuff I've always just wanted to keep for the store and sell for the store, and I kind of just collect what I like. So that's one thing too, is always just collect what you like. We got some Mewtwo and Mew stuff. We got Dragonite. Pokemon Stadium 2. That's a classic game as well. And the label on this one is super clean. This Pokeball behind it even lights up. I built that myself too with Jace. Got a couple Dragonites and a Fossil trading card game card box. That's unfortunately opened, but still pretty cool for display. We got the Dragonite in a 10 too. That was actually super cool. I was surprised that came back a 10. Sent that out for grading myself, and lucky enough came back a 10. And then we got actually this one down here too, the Bulbasaur Charmander Squirtle. This was super cool. This is from a gift actually from a friend of mine. This is from my birthday, most recently just passed. I was super hyped on that. I need a better spot to put it. I've been meaning to put up shelves, but everything has just been so crazy busy and I haven't even had a time. For now though, I love looking at this thing. This thing is crazy. Like I've never seen something that cool with Funko where they have the whole like background for it, especially with the Pokemon. I'm a little bit of a gamer too, so I know we got some like PS5, random stuff everywhere. That's the thing, it never ends. There's just random stuff everywhere. My room is a little bit messy, so again, bear with me. I got a couple cards down there I can barely even get to because there's stuff in front of it with the Crown Zenith cards and Crown Zenith ETB, a couple more ETBs. So you just got a lot of stuff. Gengar is actually one of my favorite Pokemons as well. Another funny story is during COVID times, I tattooed a Ghastly on myself, along with the Articuno. And this is actually before I even collected Pokemon. So, I mean, I've always kind of been a natural Pokemon collector, even though if I hadn't really physically gotten too much into it on the TCG or like the collectible side of things. But I've always kind of known about Pokemon. It's definitely been a big part of my childhood, and I like kind of bringing it back. It's very nostalgic, and I think that's why a lot of other people collect it too. And this Altar, that's like, I graded that myself too. That came back a 10. I was super stoked on that. So Gengar is definitely one of my favorite Pokemon. I got that big stuffy from a recent convention as well. There's the random card sitting up top there too with Gas. That's like a custom card as far as I know. Some random stuffies, the jumbo stuffies too. These were a Christmas present for my girlfriend. Got the Squirtle, Bulbasaur, Charmander, again with the Funkos, right? You got the 25th anniversary, and then we got the Diamond Squirtle up top with the Flocked Squirtle, or sorry, the Flocked Umbreon too, 25th anniversary. This is where I do kind of like some of my work. Sorry if I'm going fast here, guys, too. I mean, I'm just trying to narrate over this. I'm just having fun with it, so I mean, bear with me. This is where I do some work, though. I recently just got an extra laptop to try to upgrade my editing progress, so I kind of just have 2 laptops casually for now, and this is kind of a work in progress as well. But the editing, I like to think, has gotten a little bit better, so stay tuned for that. We're only trying to progress. We got some like wrestling figures down here: Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, Stone Cold Steve Austin, John Cena, all legends, with the UFC belts in the middle with the spinning WWE belt too. And then we got some Yu-Gi-Oh and Lego. That's the thing, it's just we got so much stuff. Like, I got so much stuff in this collection, we got so much stuff for this store. It honestly is, it's really cool to just see it all. With the evolutions again. This is why I like Vaporeon. Got the Vaporeon Gold Star and a PSA 9. I sent that one out to get graded myself too, and I was so stoked when it came back a 9. I thought I had a shot for a 10, but still. And then we got the birds. The birds and the evolutions and the Gengars. Those are probably one of my like all top 3 favorites. And then right in here we got one of my best cards is the Grand Party PSA 10. You don't see this card too often. It's got all the birds. They only ever came out with this card in Japanese, and I'm lucky enough to own it in a PSA 10. Funny story about this card is it actually got sold through the store and then traded back to us. To be honest, I kind of wanted to keep the first time we had it, so when we got it back, I figured it was meant to be. I also like shoes, so I got a couple pairs of shoes and some basketball jerseys. We got the Michael Jordan black and red Chicago Bulls with the black and red Lambo figure. We got the Gucci collab with the Mitchell and Ness Kobe Lakers jersey, unworn, never used. This one's pretty cool too. I like having it up for display. Pretty nice piece. We got PS5 and just some more random stuff. We got Legos that I haven't touched yet. We got a couple, just more Legos. I think the boxes are empty. Random shoebox, stuff like that. Just so much stuff, guys. We're gonna keep going. We got this is like the random shelf, and by the looks of it too, I need a dust. That's why I like having stuff in like the glass cases, because then it kind of protects everything from dust, and especially my dogs too. But Ovechkin's cool too. We got that nice rookie card there and a couple comics with some Funko Pops and stuff like that. We got the little Lego figures and the Cocaine Bear with the more Funkos and just some little Lego figures that I built and I can't get myself to get rid of, right? That's the beauty of collecting. It just never stops. We got some little mini Funkos, some sealed stuff, some more Funkos, a couple holiday calendars. This part of my collection literally goes to the roof. But for now, let's get into the best part, and we're going into the binders. We're gonna start light. I got a couple of these to go through. This one is probably like just the most average. We got just a couple random cards. I actually built this binder probably like a year and a half ago. Just some random cards. If you look at it too, it's the original 151 all in order, kind of like the Pokemon 151, but I did it like a year before the set even came out, believe it or not. I did the 151 in order with Pokemon that I thought were just cool versions of the cards. I do have another binder that's actually the same thing, but I made the cards a little bit better. The missing cards too are ones that I've sent out to get graded already, so I got just a little bit of everything, and the pages are kind of themed up in Gengars and Snorlax and Evolution, stuff like that. So there's really just cards for days in these binders with Pikachus and just kind of random cards. It's all pretty cool, random trainers, and like you literally never know. This binder right here is kind of just my extra binder, so I got some more trainer cards and full arts, and every single binder that I have is honestly pretty just random. And we finish off that binder with some Pikachus at the back. It's been my goal lately too. I want to try to organize the binder so they all make sense, but there's just so many cards and I don't even know where to start, because if you look at all the binders that I have, there's a lot of cards, and realistically I'd have to take them all out, and I like just kind of keeping them as they are and not really messing up the conditions, because most of these cards are pretty good condition, keep in mind too. So this one here, this is my Articuno and Birds binder. Got a lot of random, like some of my extra Articunos and Birds, Moltres, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Zapdos even, right, of course. There's just some extra birds. So we got Japanese cards, English cards. I've been acquiring these for the past 2 years now. I've only been collecting, keep in mind too, for about 2 years. We started the store 3 years ago, and I didn't get too into Pokemon until about the first year. That's when I started getting deep into collecting and realizing that there's a lot of fun behind this, and I enjoy collecting the cards that I like, and I just eventually accumulated 5 binders worth plus a room full of stuff. So that's the beauty of collecting. And that is that Articuno binder. And then we will go on to the next one. I have, I think, 5 in total that I'm going to go through. They'll each get kind of better and better. So now we got this little mini Vault X binder. This just has some random cards. The Ampharos too, I've been meaning to get graded. It's a first edition, and I really think it has a shot at a 10. We got some more random extra cards there. The pages are kind of themed up. So we got the birds and the Mew, and then we got Charizard type thing. And these are probably duplicates, but I've been meaning, like I said, to kind of go through everything and really just buckle down and see what I want to keep, what I want to sell. A lot of this stuff I am trying to just keep for the long run. Jace has his own binder too, but a lot of this stuff I tell him that it's going to be for him in the future. But for now, we're kind of just having fun collecting together. And he comes to trade nights all the time now, and he really enjoys that. He has fun at the shop, and I have fun seeing him collect. It's pretty cool. For those who don't know, Jace is my son, and he's the other J of EverythingJnJ. So EverythingJnJ stands for Jesse and Jace, and he's my son for 9 years. I had him when I was 19 years old, just about to turn 20. And he changed my life with a huge impact for the better. And now I like to think that every single thing that I do for him. That was binder number 3 out of 5. We got 2 more to go. This next one too is the one that I've been adding to the most recently. Even like check out this binder too. It's super cool. You get this from the Precious Collector's box. I believe it was a Chinese exclusive version golden box type thing. And you get this binder inside the box, so it's super exclusive, super rare. I filled up the front page with some nice alt arts and stuff like that. We got lots of just cool random cards you honestly don't see too often, like the Cyndaquil and Totodile trio over there. We got some random Ashes Pikachus and a fake Articuno with some evolutions and some tops cards. That's the thing about collecting, is you can pretty much have the freedom to do whatever you like. I like that card too. He says, "Are you all okay?" He's looking at the trio there. And then we got some holo tops cards. Pretty cool. I filled up a nice page with that. Some Gengar. We even got some Yu-Gi-Oh type thing. I got a full set of Exodia. Jinzo. I don't really honestly know too much about Yu-Gi-Oh, but the artwork is super cool. I'll give it that. We got a bunch of classic collection cards too, and some Japanese 151 cards. Back here too, I got a signed Squirtle card. That was signed by Sean Weiss, the actor of Goldberg from the movie Mighty Ducks. It's more of like a personal thing rather than a valuable thing. The Mighty Ducks was a huge part of my childhood, and so was Pokemon, so it's cool to kind of blend those things together. We had a little bit of hockey cards there too, with some more Pokemon and the classic collection type stuff and Radiant collection type cards. And then this I'm actually working on right now too currently. So this is the 151 Japanese set. I only need a few more cards. I'm hoping to finish that soon, see how that goes. But to finish off this binder, we just got some random MetaZoo cards. This next binder too is probably my most favorite. It's a lot like the first one, but the cards are just a little bit better, as you'll see. So I did like the original 151 Pokédex style binder but I tried really hard to find like a really good version of that card in that Pokédex. So we got a couple first editions and some holos. All these cards too are like really good condition. I do want to get them graded eventually, but once I get one graded, I have to get them all, or I have to replace the card in the binder. So I'm just kind of leaving it as it is. I got quite a few Legendary Collection reverse holos too. Those are probably some of my favorite cards. Just the firework pattern and the reverse holo foil are so cool. You don't see them too often, so I like to kind of hang on to them when I do get them. I've got a W Stamp, Brox, Vulpix. A lot of these cards too individually are just so cool, and they're so nostalgic, and you just don't see them too often, which is why I kind of like having a personal collection where you can just kind of hang on to it and just kind of look back time to time, and just it's like a nice flashback from the past. So we got a lot of legendary collection cards, couple first edition. How much do you think a binder like this is worth, assuming all the cards are just say like very lightly played? Leave your guess in the comments below and we'll see what people think. We do have some modern at the end too, so keep that in mind when you're making your guesses. For now, we just got some vintage cards still, so we got a bunch of really cool, just even like this Shining Gyarados, for example. We got, like, this one was given to me from a friend, but it has like no imprint, like the word no imprinted on it, like as if somebody wrote it on his sleeve over top of it and they pressed so hard that it got into the card. So there's a couple of random cards like that. Most of them are very clean, gradable condition. I would say on average, hopefully I'm guessing like 8s with the vintage type thing, with respect to a few cards. All this modern stuff too is super clean. We got some Charizards and Evolutions. I guess I did grade a couple of them. I think that missing spot is the Umbreon GX that we've seen in the case there. That one actually unfortunately came back a 9, I think because of centering. But we just got some random GX and full arts and tag team type cards. I've been collecting these. I haven't added to this binder probably in about a year or so at least. This is like the 25th anniversary set. We got some random trainers and stuff like that. Rainbows, full arts. This is the 25th anniversary set. I do have a Golden Mew. This is Detective Pikachu set. We got some sealed WotC promos. Those are kind of cool too. And then we got the amazing rare set, and then we got a broken unknown alphabet. I'm missing a few letters. I did actually grade a few. If you do the math on which ones are missing, I graded those ones, but I am missing a couple others, but that's a collection that I can complete one day. I haven't really been trying to add too much to my collection lately. I've mostly just been kind of chilling, and I've been focused on the store a lot more than my actual personal collection lately. But I do have some more cool things too. I got this from my most recent birthday. A friend gave to me. It's a poker deck card, Mario and Luigi Poncho box. That's kind of cool. Number 8, because that's my favorite number to go with the Ovechkin. Cool little things like that too. This is actually another gift from a friend of mine. He gave me a few of these. It's a custom card with Jace and my favorite Pokemon Articuno, and then we got Vaporeon from the Black and White era. I'm pretty sure that one is. And then, oh yeah, we got like a bunch of random slabs here too. I got so much stuff. Honestly, I'm probably not even going through my entire collection right now. I know I've missed a few things. Like there's more packs and stuff. If you like seeing this type of video, let me know, and I'll try to do maybe like a more extensive one with some of the stuff that I did miss, because I know I got some packs and some other slabs that just aren't really at the house right now, but I can definitely grab them and go through more detail with them. We got some more random birds cards, the Moltres EX and stuff like that, more legendary collection cards. These were testers from the binder too. I wanted to grade those and see how they did. They came back 8s and 9s, so I was pretty happy with those. The legendary collection cards too are pretty tough to grade, so I was pretty happy with those. Those are definitely PCs. I'm just going to hang on to them for a while. I have no plans on selling any of this stuff. This actually too, I was pretty surprised. This came back at 10. The Japanese quality is always just so much better than the English. Even like the vintage cards, both of these cards I was lucky enough to come back into 10. That Butterfree is just so cool. And then I guess we'll finish it off with a nice Uncle Sam card from Cryptid Nation for Metazoo. So I mean, we just got a bunch of random stuff. Even over here we got some Game Boy games like Pokemon Gold and Silver and Blue, Red, Crystal. Pokemon Crystal was definitely one of my favorite games, just because I like the fact that you can go into like Johto and the Kanto region after you finish the first 8 gym badges. And then we got the bobblehead Cause, and plus this Jesse bracelet. Actually, this is super cool because Jace got this made when he was in Hawaii last time, so shout out to him. Alright guys, I think that is all for today. So if you enjoyed that video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment on how much you think that one binder is worth. We got lots of big things coming up with the store, so stay tuned for that. Check us out on Instagram at EverythingJnJ, where you can find all the details. And until next time, peace out!